Hey y'all, wanted to film the intro to this video inside. It is extremely hot out. I think it was like 64% humidity earlier. I'm getting ready to go back here in the back and inspect my hive. I inspected the other three earlier this week, but I didn't get to this one. It was really hot. It's not any cooler today. Honestly, I wish it was a little bit overcast. Maybe we'll get some cloud cover when we're out there, but right now we have none. So this is the hive that was the swarm that I caught, and it is going crazy. I have some pictures that I'll post here of what the queen's brood pattern looked like, and it is phenomenal. So a lot of the brood probably has already hatched, and so the brood pattern might be a little more spotty than it was previously, but I am really excited to get into this hive and see. I added a medium super on it already. It took them a couple weeks to draw out the foundation on the black plastic acorn frames that I have in that hive. I kind of like the black foundation. I don't think that I really love the plastic frames, but I do like the black foundation. You can see the eggs really well. So, you know, eventually I might change those out, but at the time I just needed frames. I didn't feel like putting them together, and I didn't have time to put them together because I wasn't really sure actually how long that swarm had been there. So I just got what I could get quickly and put them in there, but I actually like the black foundation better than I thought. So the bottom deep, it's a 10 deep, and it has white foundation frames, and the top is a medium, and it also has plastic black foundation. So we'll see what they got up there. I haven't fed them in a couple days just because I haven't fed any of my hives in a couple days. There was a couple of my hives, some of the smaller ones, the package that I installed this spring and the small split that I did, and they were getting a little bit honey bound, and I didn't want that to happen. Even though I'm not too worried about this swarm being honey bound, I just didn't go out there and feed them. So I probably will feed them today, but I did get a new telescoping lid and an inner cover. When I bought the equipment for this swarm hive, the local beekeeping store just had migratory lids, and they don't have inner covers on them, and you have to feed externally through those, and I really just don't like that setup at all. So I had ordered a lid from Man Lake and an inner cover, and so I just got that yesterday. So another reason why I'm getting this hive is to put that new equipment on. But anyways, why don't we go out here? Let's just see what the new queen is doing out here. She is marked, so she should be pretty easy to find. She's a very pretty queen, and depending on what her brood pattern looks like, I might pop some pictures in here of what it looked like when it was just newly capped over and fresh, because it was really impressive. So anyways, let's go out there. Let's get started. Okay, so this is the hive that I was talking about. This was a swarm I caught, I don't remember exactly how many weeks ago, but here is the inner cover and the new lid, which I will put on. And if you hear some background noise, Tommy is doing some blowing and some mowing and some things like that. So we have a storm that's scheduled to hit later this evening. So we're trying to get a bunch of stuff done prior to that. This hive is also just like a little bit defensive, not really in a bad way. It's just a larger colony, and that's just how they tend to get as they get bigger and bigger. But overall, still pretty docile. Add some pennies in here for some ventilation because this lid doesn't have any ventilation. Not a whole lot of work going on up here in this top super, but they're big enough where they can handle this space. I need to feed them so that they can get this drawn out. So for sure I'll be feeding this colony once we're done with this. Set these guys over here. I did put in this wooden frame with plastic foundation the other day. Want to see how far they've gotten on that. Honestly, it doesn't look very far. I may switch these out. Yeah, they're working on it, but I even pre-waxed them. They're acorn, which is double wax. But I like to just wax them again, because why not? It can only help. The reason there is this one wooden frame in there is because I gave that new hive over there some brood from this hive. No eggs on this side. They're still working on drawing this out. I definitely need to feed them. There is larvae on this side, some nectar, and some pollen. So that all looks good. Ooh, I see a mite crawling on the frame. I don't like that. I've never seen that before. Interesting. I do see a mite on one bee as well. It's not the end of the world, but I really don't love to see that, obviously. I did treat this hive when they were totally broodless, so they have been treated for mites. And I'll be watching for the queen pretty closely on these frames, because these frames, this is what I mean. Look at that brood pattern. And let me see if I can see. And they are backfilled with eggs, so Queen's certainly doing her job here. There's a little bit of cross comb here. That I'll get off so I don't squish any bees. Whoops. That'll be good. That one down here. My gloves are so sticky with propolis, and I've got to get, I hate these gloves. Hate these gloves. I'm going to order some more nitrile gloves, some bigger ones, some thicker ones, excuse me. These frames have some decent honey on them. I can see that from the top. And again, the Queen could be on any of these frames. This brood has all hatched, and it is totally backfilled with eggs that look a day or two old. There's some larvae in here. Looks really good. Same situation over here. Don't see the Queen yet. Clean off a little bit of this burr comb here. Yep, looks really good. Wow, yeah, same here. Lots of brood has emerged. Every single one of those brood cells is backfilled with eggs. There's no way you'll be able to see this on my camera, but everything is backfilled. You'll just have to trust me there. Frame is heavy. Oh. She looks so good. She was literally just hanging off the bottom of that frame just now. The other bees were hanging on to her. Another reason why you typically always have the queen hanging over your hive in case something like that happens. You don't want to drop her on the ground accidentally and not realize it, and accidentally step on her or something like that. So she's in the middle of this frame, so I am going to set this frame down quickly. See any brood on the rest of these frames, I'm just gonna go ahead and put these girls back up. I'm gonna actually go ahead, put this frame in one ahead of this other black one. I want them to do a little bit of work on this. There are no eggs in this frame either, by the way, so I'm not separating the brood nests, even though there's plenty of bees in this hive for that. Even if I separated it by a frame or two, they would totally be fine. All right, so let's put this back on. We will leave the lid on with the top cover because I have to get get this back on straight. These frames are a little crooked here. Get a little bit crooked when I set them down over there and things like that. So I get jostled around. I just want to make sure they're straight. And then I am going to put inner cover on here. Okay, now what I need to do is I'm going to put something over this inner cover really quick because I need to go make some sugar syrup. I actually decided to put this feeder on. And I honestly might leave this inner cover though. Because it is really hot and they're already using this extra ventilation entrance here. So I think I'm just gonna do that. And this colony is gonna suck down some sugar water and I don't wanna check it consistently. they'll be able to suck quite a bit of this down in a week or so. So I think this will be my best option for now, at least. And then I can put this lid straight on top of this. Get out of there. All right, and that is all that I have for this inspection today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.